All right, you hit record.
Okay.
Just record. This is where all the good stuff comes out.
I'm recording. Yeah, we're live at the Apollo.
Have you never heard the saying? Roll tape? Roll tape. Roll tape means just roll. Just roll. We're rolling. Roll tape.
Okay.
You know, this could be the promo.
I know what tape is, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. I was hinting at the fact that you may not know what a tape player is.
Hey, I remember having to, put your finger in the hole and like wind it backwards.
Now, stop. No one ever in the history of the world put their finger in there to wind it back.
Oh, well, if you're, fancy and whatnot, you might have a pencil or something, but when you're a kid, you don't have much.
How big's your finger that you're sticking it in that hole?
I was like 8 years old when there was cassettes and stuff around.
But even then, like you're probably thinking at max it's 2 centimeters in diameter.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't get your finger the whole way through it, but enough to, jam it and twist.
This is going somewhere naughty, so I'm just going to stop.
I'm trying to avoid that.
All right, do you want to do your clap?
My clap? What? I can't because I'm just doing that is clipping my mic.
All right, yeah.
I need to figure it out.
Let's just put a disclaimer out that if Zach's audio is bad, it's because he doesn't know what he's doing.
It's because I'm the kind of person that buys expensive, flashy software and then doesn't know how to use it and claims that I'm really good at doing stuff. As I say, really close to the microphone and pretty much in the red and clipping this entire time.
Now, another disclaimer.
Yes.
If my audio is really bad, it shouldn't have happened because I know a lot about audio.
Well, you're the audio guy, yeah. So,
yeah. But you're the computer geek. Well, sorry, not geek, because people could get offended. You're the computer expert.
Computer nerd's fine. Geek is a bit, derivative.
Why?
These days. Huh?
How come geek got a bad rap? Like, I
don't know. Maybe it was a TV show. I don't know.
Is there a difference between a geek and a nerd?
Yeah, I think geek is just generally associated as not smart, whereas nerd includes the smartness. So if you're a geek, you're just like...
Oh, hold on, whoa. Did you just say smartness?
Yeah, smartness.
Okay, just checking. Sorry, go. Continue.
So are you going to reclassify me as a geek now or a nerd?
No, all good.
Okay. No, I don't know. At least... where I went to school and was around all that sort of stuff, if you got called a geek, it was just you're into like geeky kind of stuff and, games and pop culture-y stuff that wasn't popular yet, I guess. Like, played up video games all through the night and all that sort of stuff. Whereas if you were a nerd, you're a bookworm and all that sort of stuff. Okay.
That makes sense.
But it was probably different for a bunch of people, but at least that was my experience.
Yeah. So we've been rolling for a couple of minutes now. We haven't even done an intro, so I think we should welcome everyone to the inaugural. Is that how you say it?
Inaugural.
First.
Yep.
Episode 1 of the How Is This a Thing podcast. So this is the official episode 1. I know we've tried this a couple of times, so there might be some bootleg versions of episode 1 going around if this all goes well. We should do an intro. Sorry?
We've got a very ambitious start that we've got pirated copies of it going out.
I think it's a good start. You got to
aim high.
Well, people always want something that no one else has. So if we put it out there that there's some hidden tapes,
you like
that?
Yeah, I like that.
There you go. So my name's Sam, and alongside me, virtually, not actually, just virtually, is Zac. We're doing this podcast because we're batshit bored at home. Is that the right way to say it?
Yeah. I would agree with that.
Yeah. If someone listens to this in 2086 or something and doesn't realise what part of history this is, so we're officially 21st of July 2020, in the middle of what we'd call the second outbreak of COVID-19 in Melbourne, Victoria.
Yep.
And it is a shitstorm, I think. I can't really describe it as anything else.
It's definitely not the opposite of a shitstorm, that's for sure.
We're in amongst quarantine, living at home, working from home, doing pretty much everything from home, shopping from home.
Yep.
Not fun. Not fun.
No, it sounded good at the start. It's like, oh, you don't have to go out and do anything. You don't have any obligations to meet up with people, and family events are all cancelled. You don't have to see anybody. You get to stay home. So the introverts are all, yay, and then it's kind of, the novelty's wearing off.
After, what's it been, 5 months? Maybe?
Oh, no, crap. It's been, when, was it March that we...
March. Shit, I can't even remember. It was definitely, it would have been the first week of March, I reckon.
Yeah, so it would have been like December. There was some rumours of some kind of virus, something happening in China.
Yep.
And then January...
Whoa, be careful.
What?
Be careful.
With what?
I thought you were blaming China.
No, I'm not blaming China.
It just started in China. Okay.
No, there's no country responsible for it. It's just something that happens. Unless you want to get really into it, which we won't do.
No.
And then... but yeah, it would have been December that we first heard of it. January, people started to make jokes about it. February, people were really starting to make jokes about it. And then March, we were kind of sitting there going, oh shit, time to learn how to work from home.
Time to bunker up.
Yeah.
Buy some toilet paper.
Yeah, thanks everybody for buying all the toilet paper.
Well, it was toilet paper and sanitizer. If I said to you in November last year, hey, Zach, do you want to buy some shares in toilet paper and hand sanitizer? What would you have said to me?
No, why?
Yeah,
why?
See? That's why we're poor.
Yeah, what? Because we can't read the future?
Yeah.
That would definitely help.
Yeah, I think so. But, all right, so if I said to you now, Zach, do you want to buy some shares in hand sanitizer and toilet paper?
It's a bit late.
Okay. Although, I went to Coles on... What day is it? Thursday. I went Monday. And there was plenty of toilet paper.
Yeah, there's plenty at the moment.
Plenty of hand sanitizer. I'll tell you what there is plenty of as well.
Yeah.
There is plenty of old people not wearing masks. What?
Yeah.
Now, I think this is going to be my first, or our first, how is this a thing? Because,
hey,
correct me if I'm wrong. You
right.
like that? That was nice.
Yep, that was good.
It in there.
Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but are we all wearing masks to protect the elderly and the somewhat sick people?
We are all wearing masks to protect each other.
Okay. Now, there's a considerable amount of increased level of dying if you're older. Let's say 70 plus. Let's put it out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for everybody listening at home, we are in no means scientists or qualified. We are just, for some reason, talking about this topic because it's what's happening, I guess. But anyway, continue.
I see myself as an expert on stupidity.
We're both experts on stupidity.
Yeah. And just as another disclaimer, let's get it out there because this is our first episode. I attract idiots.
Yep.
So I'm just going to put that out there.
Yep.
That there's something in my gene or something in the way that I approach life that I just attract morons. I don't know what it is, and I haven't found it out. I'm in my mid-40s, and I can't break away from these people. So I'm just going to put it out there that sometimes the way that I view life is because I deal with morons every day.
So you're like Bruce Willis in Sixth Sense, but it's not dead people, it's just stupid people.
Stupid people. And that I think that was the original plot of that movie. And then they thought, you know what? We're going to piss off 97% of the population. So let's just get him to see dead people.
Yeah, that makes it easier. It's
Yeah.
hard to offend dead people. They can't really have a go at your back.
No, that's right. So anyway,
Yeah.
I'm in Coles, and I'm looking around, as you do.
Yep.
I'm scared to take my phone out because it might contract COVID, and then I'm going to speak into it and get COVID. So
Yep.
looking around, plenty of toilet paper, plenty of bleach, plenty of everything.
Yep.
Plenty of barbecue shapes, plenty of Tim Tams.
Mm-hmm. The importance.
Everyone under the age of 50 has got a mask on.
Yep.
Now, if you're pushing some sort of old ethnic trolley,
Yep.
or you're carrying your own bags,
Right.
or you have some sort of cardigan on,
Right.
no mask. You are void of mask.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the statistics and listen to our, politicians,
Yes.
where especially if you're elderly or if you're sick, you definitely need to stay home. Or if you need to go out, wear a mask. Now, these people are not understanding what's going on.
Which is interesting because you'd think they'd be the people that'd be watching the most TV and news.
That's where I'm coming from. And also, do they not have kids? Because I'm telling my parents all the time. I'm telling my mum and dad to wear masks at home.
At home.
Just to practice, just so they get used to it. Because they don't.
That's true.
They don't listen. They don't listen. So, I don't know. It's one of those things where, we're trying to help people, and I'm not sure whether they're helping themselves. That should be the precedent. That should be the first thing. You help yourself. Isn't that what they do in aeroplanes? Don't they say, before you give your life jacket, what is it?
Yeah.
Before you put your life jacket on your kids, you got to put it on yourself?
Yeah, that and your oxygen masks to make sure your oxygen mask is firmly strapped on you before you help anybody else.
Oh, I feel like I'm on a flight.
Yeah, God knows I've been on enough planes to memorize that by now.
Well, it's a weird time. I mean, I know everyone's suffering. There's businesses suffering out there. There's people losing their jobs and people getting sick, obviously, and it's not a good thing. So, but
Yeah.
it also just adds to the ever revolving door of stupidity that we see on a daily basis.
It's not every day that something globally happens that brings all those stupid people to the forefront.
Yep, and I think it started with someone stupid. I mean, we can go into conspiracy theories and
Oh, no.
and thoughts. Is it a bit early to do that?
Are we? What kind of podcast have we decided? If we're a conspiracy podcast or we're a?
I don't know. Are we? I'm not. I'm personally not, but I don't know. Are we gonna attract more attention if we are?
I don't know.
Because
I'm not much of a conspiracy person. I'm
Okay.
the opposite. My wife, on the other hand, very much conspiracy. Well, not believing in it, but just likes watching it stuff.
So, seeing as this is our first podcast and we have 2 listeners, one of which is me and one of which is you,
Technically correct.
maybe we should. Sorry, I wasn't listening. What was that? Oh,
What?
that was below the belt. I said I wasn't listening, but anyway,
Yeah. Hang on.
I know what you did.
It's the first joke. First joke.
Thank you.
What's
listen,
the podcast awards organization? We need our comedy nomination, please.
I think we just give it up now.
We just turn it in.
Yeah.
One episode, 13 minutes long. Done.
Yep. Well,
No.
I mean, you go out on top like Seinfeld. You don't come back for that dreaded 11th season or 10th season. You just go out on top. All right, we'll do another one. We'll do 2. Because then it's that, were they really that good? They did 1. That was fantastic. But were they
We
really
have-
that good?
One podcast episode, and then the second episode is just titled The Reunion.
But we got to wait like 3 years. 'Cause
3
you can't-
years?
Well, you can't do it too quickly because then it's not a reunion.
Whoa.
All right, let's get to the bottom of it. What are we doing? What is this podcast about, Zach? Why are we doing it? Tell all our listeners and subscribers. Hit that bell. Is that what they say?
Well, I think we're a podcast. Subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts.
Oh,
There we go.
okay. All right. And
That's out the way.
I'm just putting it out there that I will sell any product. I don't care. As long as you give me money, I'm happy to endorse whatever it is. I don't care.
Any product.
Any product. If it's cream for itchy balls or a new kind of twisty flavor that's out, I don't care. I don't care. If you're paying me, I'm endorsing the product. I don't know where you're at with that sort of...
It depends. It really depends on what type of twisty flavor it is.
But you're happy with the ball cream?
Yeah, ball cream fine, but there's certain twisty flavors that I'm not going anywhere near.
Okay, respect. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. What if it's what about Samboy? Do you remember Samboy? Are they still out?
Yeah, Samboy's still around.
Ah.
Yeah. He still loves Samboy.
Just for let our listeners know that I'm in my mid-40s and you're at the moment currently 19, going on 20. Is that right?
No, I'm almost 28.
28. Okay, so there's a bit of an age barrier between myself and Zac, and this sometimes leads into good conversations. Let's put it that way.
There's a real classic cop drama. Old senior cop knows the ropes. Young guy, all the thinks he knows everything but doesn't know jack shit. Kind of. Would you say it's that kind of vibe?
Love it. Perfect. What would the movie be called?
If our lives were a podcast, if our lives were a movie, or if the podcast was a movie.
If we were in the police force and I was the old lieutenant and you were the young buck coming in.
I'm just trying to imagine us in police uniforms or some kind of...
Nah, I'm not wearing a uniform. I'm not wearing a police uniform.
You're a detective.
I'm a detective.
You're the undercover guy.
The police uniform is only used for 2 reasons.
Oh,
one is a fancy dress party.
Right.
The other one is for that dude in the Village People.
But, well, there's also a third that's both of those.
What?
You could dress up as the guy in the village from the Village People.
At a fancy dress party?
At a fancy dress party, yeah.
I like it. Okay, so 3 reasons.
So over those 3 reasons, none of those is which serving police force duties.
Correct. Uniforms in general. I think the only profession that you need a uniform would be maybe cleaners. And for the only reason is that they just churn through clothes because they obviously need to be cleanly. But even schools, no uniforms. Just wear what you want. I mean...
So is this our first house as a thing? Uniforms?
This is the second. We've already
What was
gone
the first one?
COVID.
Oh,
my partner is not even listening to this podcast.
okay.
Actually, you're right. The COVID thing wasn't even a how is this a thing?
Nah.
I think it was. Maybe that's 1A and this is 1B.
Okay.
Let's start. Let's discuss uniforms.
Yep.
My objection to uniforms is most uniforms are uncomfortable. Yeah, let's take school for example. So we're teaching preps. We're talking 5 years old. They're going to wear those stupid Clark shoes. Now,
Yep.
those shoes combined weight is heavier than the prep. How do you expect this kid to run to his mum? No, not given the fact that he's got a 47 kilo backpack on, but he's got another 40 kilos of rubber shoe on his foot. What are we teaching these kids?
To be slow.
To be slow.
Well, it sounds like it. Well, maybe it's a metaphor for life. First we'll give you physical weight that's going to press down on your shoulders and drag your feet, and then you're going to get it mentally later on in life. There you go. It's preparing them. School is preparing kids better than ever with Clark shoes.
All right. What about the tie? I mean, people don't wear ties to work, let alone why should a prep wear a tie to school?
I think the tie is purely a way to get people to do up the top button.
Yeah, but see, even when I wear a tie, and this is probably twice a year, maybe 3 times a year, if someone dies in the family, I have to wear a tie. or
Yep.
someone gets married. Anyway, but
Yeah.
I'm not doing that top button. That top button is stupid.
You got
'Cause-
you look. It looks weird without the top
No,
button.
no. You just sort of tuck it in behind the tie.
Oh,
Like-
so like
Justin Timberlake style.
What?
Justin Timberlake.
be careful taking fashion sense from Justin Timberlake.
Why?
At least retrospectively.
He's all right.
No, he's fine, but if you retrospectively,
Yeah, nothing from the NSYNC days.
yeah,
Yeah, like
Not
his
today.
solo stuff.
yeah, it's all that stuff.
Solo stuff's okay. Maybe. I don't know. I think I hit a nerve there, people. I think Zac has an objection to Justin Timberlake. Anyway, so you reckon uniforms are there to teach kids that life's a and just get used to it
Yeah,
from age 5.
yeah, you can't have everything you want. Set the expectations low. You're going to have to get used to wearing shit you don't want to wear. Yeah.
Okay.
There's some positives to uniforms, though. I'll concede that.
What?
Well, a unifying presence. So you know who's from the school down the road, so you can pick on them and not your own guys. You know?
Ah, okay. That's a different approach.
Yeah.
So like wearing colours, like, certain colours.
Yeah,
that you wear.
like different gangs. So
Gangs.
like the school that I went to, there was a school at the other end of the main road, and we didn't get along very well. It was very easy to tell who was from the school, so you could let them know you disagreed with something that had nothing to do with them. Yeah.
So, just so I understand it, your view on life is to get 5-year-old preppies into gangs pretty quickly in life. Is that what I'm reading?
Well, when you put it that way, but
Just be honest, mate. No one's listening. It doesn't matter.
that's true. Yeah,
It's just me and you, mate. Just shooting the shit.
I think there's some benefits to gang culture. Is that what you want me to say?
I like it. I love it. Let's discuss. I like it.
I think having a good sense of camaraderie and a sense of belonging is important to kids.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes there's only certain ways you can achieve that.
Yeah.
And everyone out there that doesn't like my opinion, just remember I don't work in anything to do with childcare. So
I agree. I think gang mentality might help 5-year-olds because you see some 5-6-year-olds at shopping centres that just need a bit of a touch up. Like they're not respecting their parents. Like
Yep.
only parents will look at a crying kid and feel sorry for the mum or the dad. Like if you don't have kids or you haven't been around kids, you look at that mum losing it at the kid in aisle 3 of Coles, and you think, what an absolute. How can she talk to a 5-year-old like that? That poor helpless child.
Mhm.
Now, let me give you some background information. Now I know, Zac, you've dealt with kids before. You don't have kids of your own, but
No.
you know what it's like, and you've probably heard me ramble on for many years about kids. That 5-year-old is a mastermind. He knows where he is. He knows if he breaks down in aisle 3 and there's plenty of shoppers looking, he's going to get that chocolate bar.
Mm-hmm.
He's smart.
Mm-hmm.
But that poor mum now has to look at all these people and try and get this kid off the floor,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and she's going to buy that chocolate bar anyway.
So what I'm hearing is that we need a better sense of community and gangship between adults to not give in and give all those sorts of looks.
Correct.
And instead to kind of join forces with that parent and tell the kid that they're wrong
Correct.
and be like, oi,
Yep.
pull yourself together.
Yep. I think so.
Nobody else here is embarrassed.
I want to walk up to that kid on the floor and say, listen here, you're lucky you're not my kid. Now, you get up and you tell your mum sorry, get back in that trolley, and don't talk until you get into the car. Now, I reckon the mum will be happy.
I think some would. I think some wouldn't take it too well.
Probably not. Hence why I don't go out a lot.
Well, that's convenient. At the
Yeah.
moment.
It's nice. So, what's another good example of uniform?
For the school uniform or uniforms in general?
Any uniforms in general?
Uniforms in general. Well, I used to get paid uniform allowance. That was handy.
But you have to buy a uniform.
No, I got given a uniform when I worked in hospitality. I got given a uniform. I got given an apron and a shirt.
Okay. You had to clean it, though.
I had to clean it, but I got tax back off of it.
Okay. What, like $7?
I don't even think it was that. It was to cover laundry requirements, I guess.
$4.
I should pay my mum back like $20 for the laundry detergent that I used for the years that I was working in hospitality. Because I never paid for it, but I claimed it, so that's bad.
How the hell did you work in hospitality? Because you used to serve people, didn't you, as well?
Yeah.
Like,
So I was cafe, so serving people. Worked in the kitchen. I was just wanted to know how to operate every station, so I did everything except for the more major cooking stuff. So barista, bartending, all that sort of fun stuff, and dealing with lots of interesting customers.
Yeah. Well, that heads up to you guys that are working out there dealing with idiots that I was talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, they see lots of them. Anyone working customer service sees lots of them. Customer service, retail,
and you can't tell them off, can you?
No, that there's our 2C or 1C, whatever we're up to.
Oh,
how did the customer's always right turn into be a thing? Because that is people like to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I don't know where that. We should probably have some sort of fact check machine thing here, because I think a lot of the stuff that we're going to talk about is just going to be wrong.
Yep.
So we should find the origins of who started the customer's always right, and whether that saying holds up in all types of industries.
I would say 90%. I'm going to go out and actually, no, you know what? I'm going to go the safe 87% of industries. It does not hold up.
Why 87?
It's a nice number for a factual.
87's a nice number.
You know, whenever you read a survey or a study or whatever, and it says 90% of respondents, you're like,
that's a lot. 87, yes.
87 sounds accurate.
Yeah,
you put a 7 in anything, it sounds accurate, and that's a fact.
Yep.
87% of people believe facts that are 87%.
Yes. Wow, that was a true fact.
Oh, it had it in there twice. It's double believable.
87% of viewers believe that 80% of viewers answered 87% of the time. That's too many. That's just confusing. You
didn't have the 7 in there. You need the 87.
I did say 87, but I've got my gangster lip on. You didn't hear me properly.
Oh, okay. Yep, my bad.
I'm from the West.
So am I.
How come you don't understand? But are you originally from the West? Yeah, you are.
I'm East Coast, or up the East Coast, up until, I don't know, 10-ish or so, and then West.
So.
And far West.
Customer's always right.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Wrong.
Yeah.
I would say customers are never right because they're customers.
I would say... How's this? Ready? I would say customers in all industries are wrong 87% of the time.
Correct.
See?
Yeah. I believe it 100%.
So that means...
I believe it 87%.
That means 13% of customers are right.
Yes. I think that's good. That accounts for your experts and your people that have spent more time with the product than some of the people that make it have.
So the claim that the customer's always right, is not 13%.
Mm-hmm. It's not.
No. So it should be the customer's always wrong.
Oh, customers are majority wrong. There you go.
What about
customers are mostly wrong.
What about customers are full of and just want free stuff?
Yeah, I think that applies to only a very limited... Oh, no. Maybe half.
I don't know where... I'm going to look it up. So for our next podcast, we're going to figure out.
We're going to fact check ourselves off the previous episode.
Which we won't, because we'll forget.
Yeah, of course. It's going to only happen in 3 years. We'll forget by then.
Yeah. And we just jumped into this one with nothing. But
yeah.
We started talking like 10 minutes in before we even did the intro. Oh, we're going to play the music. Where are we going to play the music? We've got a great theme song.
Yeah. Well, the magic of non-linear editors.
Yeah, we could just like slip it in here, like have like 10 seconds of silence, and then we interrupt this program, and then just play the intro.
Well, we can play it. We can play it twice if we want to.
We could play it in the background just as we're talking.
True. We could do that.
It'll have to be on repeat for like 30 minutes.
That might be a bit distracting.
Yeah,
you might need to put down a different version.
I might have to do a remix.
A remix?
Yeah. That could be for our reunion.
Oh, the reunion episode.
Actually, we'll do an acoustic version of it.
What?
An acoustic version. A broken down version.
Are you telling me that's all electronically made?
What?
The intro? You didn't actually get your drums out and...
Sorry, you're breaking up.
You just made it on some keyboard, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I made it on my Launch Key Mini. Shout out to whoever makes those little MIDI keyboards.
Yep.
I don't know who they are. I don't know. Anyway. And I'm not plugging them anyway. They're not giving us any money, so...
No. So you can be assured that you will not be advertised to in this podcast because no one's willing to pay us to do anything.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Well,
we'll let you know.
Actually, just thinking about it, should we say that this is the 141st episode of the podcast, just so we seem more professional?
Maybe.
I don't know.
We've already said we only have 2 listeners, though.
Yeah. I'm not listening back to this. Are you?
Not really.
Yeah, okay. So we've currently got no listeners to this podcast.
We haven't even sorted out a podcast hosting platform.
I don't know. People don't even know what it is.
No, that's not true. We've got a Facebook account. We've got a Twitter account. We've got a... Did we get Instagram?
I'm not sure.
We've got an email.
If you happen to stumble on this podcast, just have a look and see if we've got a Facebook account or a Twitter account, and just let us know. Because we originally came up with this idea a couple of months ago, I think.
Yep.
It's taken us a while to actually get the first one off. Again, we've tried a couple. They're hinting at the leaked. Ooh, leaked.
Leaked.
We could leak them.
How? What constitutes as a leak?
Us not wanting to get it out there, like this podcast. You know, maybe we don't want to publish this one as our first one. So technically, this may be a leak.
Oh, well, this is, or if we get really, really big in the future and we have like a Patreon and like all that sort of stuff, then you lucky people, thank you for supporting us in the future, because that's the only way that you're listening to this, because it's been put in some kind of reward tier or some sort of appreciation method. So thank you very much.
This could be like our blooper reel. It's just one podcast of just bloopers.
Or we'll start a new podcast, which is just this episode, and it's how not to do a podcast.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
This could be the how not to do a podcast.
How is this? Oh, we just named our own thing. How is this a thing? Why is this? It's our podcast.
Why? How? Why are people doing podcasts?
Why? Because they've got nothing better to do.
Correct.
That's why we're doing a podcast, I think. Well, to be honest, we actually have some interesting conversations. They just don't seem to be... Well, some of us happened, but we've happened... All right, so for everyone at home or listening on the podcast, on a walk or in the car or wherever you are joyously listening to this, we started this podcast because we have something that we used to talk about every Friday, which was Friday Beef.
Correct.
Which we constantly just went on and on about the stupidest crap that we would find, and it would happen for like an hour, and then other people got involved, and there's just awesome discussions just about why things existed, why they shouldn't exist, and just us hating on, like, and not just like normal things that most people probably argue about, like dumb crap. Like what was one of them? Not jean pants. That's a thing.
Yeah, that's an essential. I think our biggest controversy to date that we still argue about is cargo pants.
Well, yes, because
the cargo pant is an item of clothing that is void in my closet, whereas Zac has many.
Yes,
a cargo pant. Okay, so maybe we should end this podcast with a bit of Friday beef, as we call it. Now, depending on when you listen to this podcast, it may be a Tuesday or it may be a Friday. But one of our segments, I think probably the only segment we'll have for a while, is going to be Friday beef.
Yes.
And this is our Friday beef number 1, which is the cargo pant. Now, as I am the senior representative of How Is This a Thing podcast, I'm going to give the microphone over to Zac.
Oh, fantastic.
The younger, more intelligent, better looking, more English prone speaking, to state his claim in the cargo pant while I chuckle in the background.
Okay.
How's that for an intro? You like that?
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Well, it's just a matter of function over form.
Wrong. I'm going to chime in straight away. Wrong. No, sorry.
Thanks for giving me the floor.
No, continue with your...
Well, sometimes you need more pockets. Sometimes you don't need more pockets. Fair enough. Wear whatever you want. Wear no pants at all. I don't care. But sometimes you need a lot of pockets.
Hold on a sec. I just found a interesting fact. It says 87% of the time you don't need more pockets. That's a true fact. 87% of the time you don't need more pockets.
Well, there's still a need for cargo shorts 13% of the time.
Cargo shorts are a different ballgame, my friend.
Sorry, cargo pants.
We're talking the pant. The shorts is an even worse version of the cargo pant. Let's just discuss the pant for now. And may I remind you that out of that 87%, you don't need more. The 13% of the time that you do need more pockets, guess what? Normal pants have 4 pockets. Now, the last time I checked, you need a wallet, your phone, and a set of keys to leave your house.
And a mask, but that's for now.
Well, the mask you should have on, you shouldn't have it in your pocket.
Oh, yeah, good point.
But, even if you have another mask, a disposable, or some wipes, or some hand sanitizer, that's your 4th pocket there. Now, what's the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th pocket for?
Anything. And that's the beauty of it. They're not designated.
One thing that you're putting in that side left pocket near your kneecap.
You want to know my honest answer?
What are you putting in there?
Right, I used to have a pair of jeans that used to have a 5th pocket.
Where?
That was at the right on the side of my right knee, like just above, like the bottom of the pocket was about where my knee was.
Right.
You know what I used to keep in there?
On the side or on the front?
On the side.
Okay. Just establishing where. Yep. I've got a visual.
Side. Yep. On the side, it held a notebook and a pen.
Is this in 1981 when there was no mobile phones, or is this recently?
No. This was for work, all right, and it was perfect.
Why do you need a pen and paper? What are you doing? You're a carpenter.
No, this was in hospitality.
Taking measurements.
Writing down. Well, if you're a carpenter too, it was the perfect spot, right? It was just the right height, so when your arms are just hanging there, or you're walking, or you're standing, or whatever, your hand is right by that pocket. So as soon as you walk past someone, and for example, you need to take an order of what someone's going to have for their lovely dinner, it's right there, and you just, bang, whipping it out. You don't have to anything. You got your notepad, you got your pen, and you're ready to go. And you got all this room. You're not like bulging your pockets out because you got a wallet or something else or whatever in your other pocket. And I assume for for tradies writing down measurements or whatever. They've got all sorts of things that they have in their pockets.
Let's discuss what you've just told me.
Yeah.
So you're saying when you used to work in the hospitality industry, you'd use that pocket for your notepad and pen.
Yeah.
Now, I have to assume that you're not wearing the uniform that was specified for you with an apron and a pocket at the front.
Well, one of the places that I did work, the uniform was jeans and a polo shirt.
So no apron.
It was a steakhouse. No apron, no.
So you're coming to take my order in just some raggedy casual clothes.
They were very nice jeans. They were like unashamedly designer jeans.
I'm going to go against myself and delete the first half of this podcast and say that uniforms are important when you work in hospitality. Because I don't want to see someone coming with some random polo and some cargo pants with 72 pockets.
It was a branded 5 pockets. It was a 5th pocket. It was like a branded polo shirt.
Right. From the actual restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay. No apron.
No. It was a steakhouse.
Okay.
Hey, we used to, when I first started working there, we used to have to wear these big broad-brimmed cowboy-esque hats.
Right. Okay. With cargo pants. Now I've got this whole image of going
with
back.
Jeans. They're jeans.
So I've got this village people image now again.
No, they're jeans.
Okay. So are we establishing now that 5 pockets is sufficient?
No, I'm just saying that's one use for having an extra pocket.
All right.
Because the other ones just weren't suitable.
Okay. When was the last time you wore cargo pants?
Probably 2 weekends ago.
Okay. When was the last time you wore cargo pants and had a notepad and a pencil in one of the pockets?
Probably. Oh, you know what? I can answer that exactly.
Yep.
The weekend before lockdown.
So are you back in hospitality? What are you doing?
No, I was going to Bunnings.
You're going to Bunnings with a notepad and a pen?
Yeah, I had all the measurements and stuff that I needed and all the parts that I needed.
In cargo pants?
Well, yeah, because I've been working in the shed.
You're not wearing an apron at this time?
I don't have a shop apron. Not yet, no.
Well,
I'm not going to go, even if I had an apron, I'm not going to go to Bunnings in an apron.
Well, they wear aprons at Bunnings. They look presentable.
Which is why I'm not going to infringe on their uniform rights.
But they're correct because they have an apron. Where do they keep their notepads? In the apron.
Yeah, but that's... So you're saying... So you would rather have... Wait. So an apron is okay for additional functionality, but cargo pants are ridiculous.
Ridiculous. You don't need 17 pockets. Unless, and this is my unless, if you are a military grade personnel,
right?
You're in the army, you're in the navy, something to that extent that you need sufficient pockets for you're going to be out wherever you are. That's fine. Yeah. The only other time you need cargo pants is if you're a drug dealer and you need to hide what you're selling. Because no cop in his right mind is going to go through all 85 pockets in your cargo pants. So they're the only 2 reasons.
Oh dear. No.
You don't need that many pockets.
Yeah, they're handy.
They're not.
They are.
They're like storage space in your garage. You're just going to put that you don't need in there. And then 5 months later, when you wear those cargo pants again, you're going to go, oh, look at that. A notepad and a pen.
No, because I'd take everything out when I was working. If I was wearing those jeans, they wouldn't stay in there.
So
that's no issue. And if I'm going in the shed, then I pull everything out of my pockets when I leave the shed usually.
Okay. So let me see if I'm getting this correctly.
Right.
The cargo pant, if I will,
right.
They are a industry grade pants.
Yes.
They're an
There are.
item. They're an item of clothing that you use when you are working.
Well, yeah, in this case, yes.
In any case, at no point should you wear these pants when you go to a nightclub.
I wouldn't wear them when I go to a nightclub. No.
Okay. All right. See, we're making ground here.
Yeah, but
We're
that's like
making
I
ground.
wouldn't wear denim to
Nope.
go swimming.
What? Why? What's wrong with
Because they're
that?
two different uses. Things have got uses.
Yeah, but I'm talking the cargo pant as a fashion accessory
Wait,
It- is in the same realm as a trench coat.
wait, what's wrong with trench coats?
Where are you wearing a trench coat? Unless you're hiding a sawn-off shotgun, or again, you're selling drugs and you need multiple pockets.
Or you're in the military hiding in trenches.
I'll give you that one.
Is that where they come from? Trench coats? Is that what they're from?
I don't know, but all my childhood, every bad guy in every movie had a trench coat.
I don't know, but you also see anyone like walking around in New York in winter seems to have a trench coat. Or like a suit trench coat or whatever it is. Like a
Yeah,
nice
they
one.
might be fashionable. Anyway, I don't think I'm the fashion icon that I think I am. So
Well, you're much more fashionable than I am.
I don't know about that. You're wearing cargo pants. I mean, this could be a thing. I'm sure people are going, what the f*** is Sam talking about? Cargo pants are the best. You could put an apple. You can have a knife on the other side. You could pack your sandwich. You can pack your lunch in the back pocket.
Yeah,
you
so
have
you don't
some-
even need a backpack.
Yeah, you can have...
Would you rather wear a bum bag or cargo pants?
I have a good friend. I'm not going to name
Yep.
names.
Okay.
But he wore a bum bag for about 2 years. And then another individual that's going to name nameless pulled him aside and said, listen, if you wear that bum bag again, you're not coming out with us anymore. And the former mentioned person never took the bum bag out again.
That's a good friend.
Yeah,
That's
I think
good
so.
friend. Yeah.
I mean, you got to be able to be honest.
Well, I had a similar thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't have that much of a good friend to actually kind of
Are
call
you
me out right on it straight away.
are you
What?
wearing the bum bag?
No, I don't think I've ever worn a bum bag.
Okay.
No, but what I did have, and this was in the early 2000s, so it's era appropriate.
Wow, you were like 3. Yep. Okay.
What? No, I was
Sorry.
like 13,
Okay.
12, 13.
Yep.
I had my wallet on a chain, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world, and it took me a while, but
On that note, we're just going to wrap up things here. And what?
yep.
Were you wearing cargo pants at the same time as having your wallet on a chain?
I was wearing black cargo pants.
You're lucky we're not recording this. If you could see my face right now, you would be horrified.
I'll see if I can try to find a photo for you of me wearing black cargo pants. Like
You know,
big black baggy cargo pants, which are the same ones that I used to wear when I was about... Actually, the last time I probably would have worn them would have been when I was 19,
God,
I think. And that would have been... That was for a purpose. It was because we were going paintballing. So that was about it. But I think
Breathe.
I've still got those somewhere. And
You know,
I don't have
you
the
know-
chain in the wallet, though.
what can I? Does the chain come retrofitted to the actual wallet, or is that something you do yourself?
No, it actually came with the wallet.
You're a badass.
From memory, I think it was part of the decision-making factor for me.
Okay. And was the chain hooked up to your belt?
No, it was on a pant loop. So like a belt loop.
All right.
So not on the
Okay.
belt itself. It's on the belt loop.
I think I've officially found something worse than someone wearing cargo pants.
What, the chain wallet's worse than cargo pants?
No. The cargo pants with someone wearing a chain wallet. I think it wrapped up all in one little bubble there. It's... Oh, wow.
It was it's a good pair of pants.
I'll tell you what, if we did have a Twitter page,
Yeah.
I'd be messaging Nicole now to go through your photos and try and find you in those pants with a wallet on a chain.
Yep.
What, why? Like, what's the... Is someone pinching your wallet? Or is it just the look, that punk look?
Well, it was the look at the time. Plus, I was, 13, so pretty much every month was a new phase or whatever.
Emo.
But it did stick around for a while.
I think you could still get them.
Yeah, they're still, I do a similar thing when I go overseas to areas that are known for pickpocketing and all that sort of stuff.
That's a bit different, though.
Yeah. But it's not a showing thing.
Yeah.
It's just a functional thing.
Yeah, okay.
But it's a good habit. But yeah, back in the day, no, I don't think anyone was... I probably would have thought, I've got a wallet and I've got money now. And by money, I mean like my pocket money from doing the chores on the weekend.
Yep.
But still, you want to protect it. You don't want it going anywhere.
No, I respect that.
Yeah,
We used to bury the money in the backyard.
Yeah. You know what, actually, now that I think about it,
I've got to go back and get it. Sorry?
I hope you remember where it was.
No.
All right. But when I did get actually mugged, I didn't actually have my chain wallet, and that may have saved me.
Why? Why did it save you? Because he just took the wallet and left.
No, it maybe would have saved me. Or maybe he would have taken my pants as well.
I don't know. Did you have your trench coat on?
No, I did.
That's the problem. Because if you had cargo pants with a wallet on a chain and a trench coat, no one's fucking with you. I can tell you now.
Yeah.
No, what? There'd be lots of people coming up to you going, hey, mate, have you got a bag of some stuff I could get? But other than that, no one's approaching you.
Yeah, that's true. Although the chain wallet is probably a bit redundant when you're at the trench coat because you can't really see it.
True. Yeah, okay. Well, I think on that note, let's wrap it up. I think what we've learnt today, just from my point of view, and this is how we can wrap up the episodes, I think what we've established is that from grade prep, all kids should wear Clark shoes, cargo pants, a wallet with a chain, and a trench coat.
Yep.
Is that what I think that's what we've established here in this hour that we've been discussing.
And policemen shouldn't have uniforms, apparently.
Well, you know what? Just on that, if policemen wore the uniforms from the village people, they'd be much more approachable, and I think they wouldn't take themselves so seriously, and then maybe we wouldn't get all the scariness about policemen and women.
If they're just singing and dancing and...
Well,
routine.
Yeah. I mean, if someone approached me and was going to give me a breathalyzer and was dressed up, like one of the village people, I think I'd be okay with it. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
They should dress up maybe like clowns. No, I don't like clowns.
That would be, neither do I. That would be that would be my childhood nightmare.
Yeah, I don't like clowns either. Isn't that funny? It could be a discussion for the next podcast, I think.
There's another picture of that too, actually.
Of you in a clown uniform?
No, I went to the circus when I was a kid, as you do, and there's a picture of me on my mum's lap, absolutely screaming my head off because there's a clown right next to us.
I've got one better than that.
Oh, really?
I've got a photo of me sitting on my dad's lap at 1 year old, and he's dressed as Father Christmas, and I am screaming my ass off. So I get your point. I know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up. Should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
You haven't got anything else you want to get off your chest today?
No, not today. No.
All right. Let's wrap it up. I think that's our first one in the books. We don't really need to thank anyone. I'll thank you, Zach.
I'll thank you as well.
And we'll see everyone, or just you, I think. I'll see you in the next one.
Yep.
We need a cool send-off. I think we need to work on like a... I don't know.
Oh, we need a sign-off phrase.
Like a yippee-ki-yay, but not. Because that, obviously...
Ki-yay yippee.
It doesn't have the same... ring.
No, it doesn't.
What about see ya in the next one?
I think it's taken.
Okay. What about good night, Australia?
What about...
Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Oh, no, that's taken too.
Yeah. Don't forget to put your bins out if it's bin day. There you go.
Don't forget to put your bins out if it's bin day.
Yep. Yes,
That's
you
a
are.
community service announcement.
Yep.
I love it.
See?
All right,
Fantastic.
well, this is Sam and Zach signing off for the How Is This a Thing podcast.
Yep.
If it's bin day, don't forget to put your bins out, and we'll
Exactly.
catch you in the next one.
See ya.
Catch. Nice.
Well, look at that.